the first thing we need to do when faced with a right angle triangle is label the sides. And in this case, the first side I'm going to label is the one opposite the right angle, and it is the hypotenuse. Then we have a given angle here of 30 degrees, and the side that's opposite that, we label the opposite. And the third side is the one beside the 30 degrees. It's not the hypotenuse, it's adjacent to it, so we label adjacent. In order to find the missing side y, we need to work out which trig ratio we're going to use. Are we going to use tan, sine, or cosine? And the wee mnemonic that we use is 2 old angels skipped over heaven carrying a harp. Now, I want to find the opposite side, and I know the adjacent side. The hypotenuse is irrelevant in this, so I'm going to get rid of any trig ratio that's irrelevant that has a hypotenuse in it. And so the one that we're going to use is TOA. The tan of angle X is the opposite over the adjacent. Now that we have the right formula, we want to fill it in. So it's the tan of angle X, and the angle that we have is 30 degrees. So the tan of 30 degrees is the opposite side, which we've called y, over the adjacent, which is 10. And now, to find what y is, I want to move this 10 across. So I'm going to multiply through by it. So it's 10 times the tan of 30 equals y. And our calculator will do the rest. We just need to make sure that our calculator is in degrees mode. But when we put 10 tan 30 into it, we get 5.77 centimetres. And that's the 3 significant figures in this case. So here's a second example. And this time we're going to label it. So this is my hypotenuse, which is opposite the right angle. This side over here is my opposite side. It's opposite the 62 degrees. And this one must be the adjacent then. It's adjacent to 62 degrees. Again, 2 old angels skipped over heaven carrying a harp. I know I need to find the opposite, and I know the hypotenuse. The adjacent is the irrelevant side in this one, so any ratio that uses the adjacent, I'm going to get rid of. And that leaves me with the sine. So let's write down that formula. The sine of angle X is the opposite over the hypotenuse. Fill in what we know. The sine of angle 62 is equal to y over 12. And again, to find y on its own, instead of dividing the right hand side by 12, we're going to multiply the left hand side by 12. So 12 sine 62 is equal to y. And again, your calculator will do the rest. Y is equal to 10.6, and it's meters in this case. And we generally give our answers to 3 significant figures, unless we're told otherwise. So here's a couple for you to have a go at. Just pause the video, have a go at the questions, and then restart to find out the answers.